Howdy ladies and gentlemen. So firstly, before we get into this, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel for more great videos. And lastly, how about joining my Discord server for all the notifications on my latest video drops and live streams. So today, we will be looking at reviewing one of the best auto rifles in the game as of Season 11, the season of arrivals, aka Big Dorito ships have come to greet us. This gun absolutely dominates in the Crucible at the moment and smashes its way through endgame PvE content just as easily. This gun, ladies and gentlemen, is the Gnawing Hunger. The Gnawing Hunger is an auto rifle that was introduced during Season 6 of Destiny 2. To get this weapon, you were required to do a short quest to unlock the Reckoning activity and grind out a specific T3 boss, which I will cover later on in this video, or sit there and grind out Gambit Prime matches. However, with the current season's loot pool, the Gnawing Hunger has made its return in the Umbral engrams with a new power cap. Now, if you have one of these already lying in the vault, then you do not need to fret, as it will be updated to the current season's watermark and power cap. I also have another video showcasing how you can farm Umbral engrams, and I'll have that linked up in the top right of the screen so you can get started on obtaining them and get your god roll version. So now that you know how to get this beast of an auto rifle, let's look at the stats and perks that could roll with this weapon, and I will be using the light.gg website to show you some of the stats. So first up on screen will be the standard weapon stats that you will see in game when hovering over the gun. As you can see, this falls within the 600 RPM archetype of auto rifles which have been dominating the Crucible this season and last. It's got great all-round stats in my opinion, and a good sized magazine of 43 bullets to back these stats up. The range, stability and reload speed are good, which is great for console PvPers, as these can be further improved with the perks, but we will get to that shortly. So now on screen are some of the hidden stats for this gun. Some of the more important stats to look here are the aim assist, recoil and bounce direction. As you can see, it's got a pretty good aim assist stat with average recoil, and that recoil will tend to the left. Knowing this could help your aim in those longer bursts and engagements you may find yourself within. And now the perks. So these are the random rolled perks you can get from this auto rifle when obtaining it through an Umbral engram, or the Reckoning, or Gambit Prime. So in the first perk slot is the barrel, and we got a lot of great choices for both PvE and PvP, including arrowhead break, hammer forge rifling and extended barrel. The second slot can roll tactical mag, which is just awesome on any gun you can get it on, as it increases mag size as well as the weapon stability and reload speed. But some other good choices could be accurized rounds for even more ranged, or appended mag for a nice chunky increase to mag size without affecting reload speed. Now we get to the slots 3 and 4, and this is where things can really get interesting, as there is not really a single perk that is just bad. So for slot 3 we can get tap the trigger or Zen moment for better stability and accuracy, and that would be what I recommend for your PvP rolls. But for PvE, you could get subsistence, field prep, or auto loading holster. Now I say you could use any of these, as all three have great benefits for PvE. Subsistence will partially reload your weapon on kills, but it will reduce the overall ammo you can carry. Field prep, however, will do the opposite and give you even more reserves, and if you stack it with a reserve mod, you can get around 1,000 bullets for this gun and dramatically increase your reload speed when crouched, which will stack with drop mag and alloy mag perks in slot 2. And lastly, auto loading holster, so that you can just swap your gun out to your trusty shotgun or sniper or even your power weapon, and have this gun fully reloaded by the time you pull it back out. For the last perk slot, again, there are some amazing choices for all types of players. Demolitionist allows you to generate grenade energy on kills and reloads the weapon when you throw your grenade, meaning more DPS and less reloading time. Then it comes with a plethora of damage increasing perks such as Rampage, Multi-Kill Clip, swashbuckler, and then the regular kill clip. But if you thought that was everything, then you were mistaken, as this gun has a curated roll version that comes with a perk you can't get in the random roll version. So here is the curated roll version, and as you can see, the perk in the third slot was not one that could be random rolled. This perk is Overflow, and this has the ability to reload the weapon beyond its normal capacity, which is almost double when you pick up special or heavy ammo. Now you may be thinking, but how do I get this curated version then? And the simple answer is to farm the Reckoning activity on a week that has the tier 3 boss Likeness of Oryx. And this changes weekly between 2 tier 3 bosses, so the longest you will need to wait will be a week until this activity is placed into the Destiny content vault coming in November. Now for me it took 8 hours of playing the Reckoning to get a single curated roll, Gnawing Hunger, and in that same time I managed to re-obtain every single piece of the notorious armors. Yes, that is all 4 sets of 5 armor pieces before 1 curated roll drop. Along this time I learnt a few tips and tricks that I could share with you later on in the video. Now, to me, this is an excellent all-round weapon that has so many advantages in its hidden potential and ways to synergize with different builds. For example, this can take the anti-barrier seasonal mod and could be an excellent choice to run in the weeks that the Nightfall Ordeal has them champions present on a Void Warlock using Nezarec Sin and the Breach Refractor and Oppressive Darkness seasonal mods for lots of grenade and melee energy regeneration with a high DPS output still. A different combo could be to take the Demolitionist perk with the Veritas Brow helmet for Warlocks in the Void subclass, again with a similar setup as the previous example, for a massive increase to grenade energy and recharge rate, as well as debuffing the enemy and buffing your allies' grenades. Another great thing to take note of is that the Void SMG Recluse will be being sunset at the end of this season. With that in mind, the Gnawing Hunger, being a 600 RPM Void Energy autorifle, is looking like it will be the perfect replacement to the Recluse from now on, and this can be seen as many of the PvP community and streamers have started to use this gun over using the Recluse. So now you have all the info about the gun and how to get it, so I guess it's time I share them tips and tricks with you about farming a curated version from the Reckoning activity. So firstly, I would recommend not trying to sit there and just farm the activity. You will probably hit burnout pretty fast if you do not have anything else to keep you entertained, because everybody knows that this activity is not really fun and can get frustrating really fast. So I would recommend grabbing some bounties from Banshee 44 and completing 1 or 2 of them per run to give you something extra to do with the runs. Another thing you could do is just take breaks from the activity and do something else in the game and get some progress done with another quest, or even take a break from the game entirely and get those pesky little jobs around the house done. My point is that this curated version can take a long time to see it drop for yourself, and that sitting there playing nothing but Reckoning until you get it probably will not be the best use of your time unless you literally have nothing else to do and really want this weapon before it most likely gets removed with the DCV. Again, most likely not confirmed if this curated version is staying or not, so I would recommend trying to get it sooner rather than later, but don't burn yourself out on this. The second trick or tip you may have already noticed with some of the background footage. That is that you can actually bug out the aggro for the initial set of Shadowed Thrall that spawn in on the bridge. This is not amazingly helpful on its own, but can be used in conjunction with another trick that I will showcase next, but let's talk about this one first. So if you stand on this spot shown on the screen, then all the shadow thrall that spawn will want to try and attack you, but for some reason they're not able to. They will just stand here until you move or someone starts attacking or getting too close to the shadow thrall. Now, the most obvious and simplest reason that this is actually helpful is that it means you do not need to use any guns or abilities to complete the first plate on the Bridge of Folly. This saves ammo and means abilities are off cooldowns for the next section of the bridge, giving you more chances to survive. Now, the other reason you will want to have one player stand here and bug out the thrall is that it will allow another player to run to the other end of the bridge using the route shown on screen to complete the last plate ahead of time and with ease as a solo. This will dramatically reduce the amount of time that you will spend on these bridge encounters with the bosses that spawn in and love to stomp you off the map, and can help you even clutch the encounter as there will be less plates you'll be forced to stand on with the constant enemies spawning around you. As far as I know, this only works with warlocks and titans, and you just need to copy what I'm doing in the background footage. For warlocks, you want to cancel your grenade glide when the activation plate number has increased between 20 and 25, and then sword swing back to your ledge. For the titan, you will want to use all 3 jump boosts when using the catapult lift, and I would recommend putting iron ramparts on just for that extra bit of safety. With both Titan and Warlock, you will want a sword so you can reach back to the ledge and not fall to your death, as I said before. And the last and final tip I would recommend for this is to try and actually get into a group that's doing this farm. Being in a group where you're all going for the same thing can be fun and entertaining, as you all have a common goal and stories to share, which can help pass the time and help prevent some of that burnout from happening too fast. There are plenty of LFG Discord servers and plenty of people farming for this weapon, so you shouldn't find it too hard to find a group of people wanting to do this. So there you have it, a concise guide to the Gnawing Hunger autorifle, its perks and how to obtain one, and the curated version, and some food for thought on how to make some awesome builds with this weapon. So I hope you have all found this video helpful or informative. If you haven't already, then how about hitting that subscribe button and help me help you more. If you want to show extra support or want to give your opinion on the video, then you can always give me a thumbs up or down, and or even leave me a comment down below. You can also catch me streaming live over on Twitch, and I'll leave the link in the description down below. So thank you all for your viewership, and as always, keep safe, keep well, and I'll catch you later.